We had 5 days at sea in Baja California, Mexico, looking for the biggest predators in the ocean. Our plan was to dive the iconic Magbay, famous as the home of the striped marlin. Last year we were here with Richard and Val, and the results were incredible. So this time we came with big expectations. With the blessing of the local fishermen, we returned now with Richard and his family, together with Santi Brenner and Mati Senestrari as guides and photographers, ready to explore deeper and share this new adventure.
Arrancando el día, los pibes ya están adelante, subiendo el barco a la búsqueda del marlin. Cagado de frío.
When you travel, this is not the weather you want to find. We wanted to start looking for marlin, but the bad weather showed us had different plans. So we stayed close and looked for reefs a little more protected from the strong winds. But even with smaller waves, the visibility was not good, and the beginning of the adventure became more difficult. With the cold and the poor visibility, the guys started little by little to adapt and see a bit more action. And without expecting it, thanks to a great shot from Santi, we managed to land the first big fish of the trip, a massive 50-pound roosterfish. As the hours went by, the weather kept turning against us. And yeah, we managed to land a few fish, but the spirit of the crew, it wasn't flying high. What kept us pushing forward, what kept our heads above the storm, were those memories from that trip, the one that showed us what this place can really give when it decides to open its doors. The next day, the winds finally calmed down, like the ocean was giving us a small break. From early on, you could feel a different energy in the crew, stronger, more focused. Everyone knew this day was not the same. We knew where we were heading, and we knew what was waiting out there. The search for the striped marlin is not just a mission, it's a calling. With clearer skies and calmer waves, we started the day with that mix of adrenaline and hope that comes when you're about to face a giant of the sea.
Right there, right there.
At the beginning, the excitement was too much, and the organization just fell apart, which made Bill and Rich lose their first 2 marlins.
Right here, hey! Le agarró.
But we got our focus back fast. And once everyone settled into their roles, the dives and the shots started to pay off. And soon after, Bill landed a clean shot right on the spine of a beautiful striped marlin. But don't get fooled. This is only the beginning of the fight. Even with an amazing shot, the fish is not on the boat yet, and you celebrate only when it's finally on deck. That's why it's so important to get a second shot as fast as possible to make sure that fish is really coming home. And after one last dive, we bled the fish and quickly put the knife through the head, honoring this big catch. Yes, the images are strong, but any animal we eat goes through this. When we stay aware of that, we understand the real value of the nutrition it provides us. The day was on fire. There were marlins everywhere, fighting with sea lions, dolphins, and even whales. A complete madness. Bill was on fire, and it didn't take long for him to land his second shot on a big marlin. But sometimes, the smallest details make us pay the biggest price. And because the slip tip knot wasn't tightened, the fish, with just a little fight, managed to shake the shaft off. Then, the sardines started dropping into deeper water, and the action slowed down. But by that point, the smile on our faces was already there to stay, and we decided it was the perfect moment to wrap up the day. When we came back to the bay, we met up with the rest of the family. We caught up, shared the big moments we lived out there, and went over the things we needed to fix, so we wouldn't repeat the same mistakes. Since we knew the wind was going to pick up the next day, we decided to rest, enjoy some good mates, a good asado, fillet a few fish, and plan an expedition to look for shark teeth in the middle of the Baja California desert. It's truly amazing to think that thousands and thousands of years ago, all these mountains were under the ocean. That afternoon, we walked for hours, eyes on the ground, searching for ancient teeth. Something that somehow feels both meditative and genuinely fun. People say the best is always saved for last. The next morning, the weather surprised us. We woke to heavy fog and a light drizzle. But something was different from the previous days. The wind was gone, completely. The sea was glassy calm, not a ripple in sight. And without thinking twice, we rushed out in search of marlins. And just like that, we reached the bird storms. Sea lions everywhere, the ocean flat like glass, and everyone's spirit locked in. We decided that Aiden, who still had very little experience in the sport and even less hunting marlin, would jump first with Santi right behind him. And before the camera even started recording, Aiden already had a marlin dead with the shaft of his spear gun straight through its head. There were no buoys running, no yelling, no lines screaming, nothing messy, just perfect. Like that marlin had been waiting its whole life for that shot from that diver. After bleeding the marlin and securing it on the boat, Bill had already jumped back in the water to claim his fish.
1, 2.
We started climbing up, organizing the gear, and in less than 5 minutes, we heard this.
You have one?
It's hit.
You hit one? You have marlin. You got a marlin shot.
Bill had taken a shot on a marlin, and it looked like a solid hit. But as we all know, having a second diver and a second shot on the fish is absolutely key if you want to bring that animal up safely. But Bill is an experienced diver, and without rushing, but with full confidence, he had that marlin in his hands in no time. Led, secured, and on its way to the boat. And just like that, in a little over 30 minutes, we already had 2 marlins on deck, ready to be filleted and packed on ice. Bill's marlin weighed in at over 70 kilos, more than 150 pounds. And Aiden's was an impressive 90 kilos, almost 200 pounds. With fish like that on the deck, one thing was clear. The trip back home was going to be loaded with top-quality marlin meat. After picking up the gear and getting everything sorted, Rich and Madi jumped back in the water so Rich could go after his prized marlin. And that's exactly what happened. With a slightly low shot, the battle began. The float started running way faster than any of us could swim. So we climbed back on the boat and followed it until we could jump in again, wear the fish down, and get that second shot to finish the job. Bill grabbed Rich's line so he could deliver the final blow. And boom, with a clean second shot, the marlin slowly began to lose the fight. The adrenaline was pumping. Everyone was locked in, each one focused on their role, making sure that last marlin would make it to the boat. And with one final spike to the head, Rich sealed the catch. There's something truly special about sharing so many hours in the water with another hunter, someone you trust with your life and who trusts you with theirs. It creates a bond, unspoken, deep, even if you've only just met. The ocean has a way of connecting people like that, through adrenaline, silence, teamwork, and moments that stay with you forever. A huge thank you to all of you, Bill Korn, Richard, Aiden, and the entire Hymas family, and a very special and deeply felt acknowledgement to Val Hymas. Even though he's no longer here with us, his presence was felt in every conversation, every laugh, and every moment the ocean gave us on this trip. The heart keeps him close, and it always will. From our side, Santi and Madi, Spearfishing Caribe team, thank you truly for trusting us, for sharing the water, and for allowing us to be part of days we'll carry with us for a long, long time. It meant more than you know.